What's up, everyone? My name's Lisa. This is going to be another daily dose of Lulu. Um, anyway, I just got home from the beach. It's my day off from the restaurant, and anyway, I feel rejuvenated. I really needed it. And anyway, I heard I'm supposed to talk about your old life is going to cost you your, no, wait, your new life is going to cost you your old life, and release with peace in your heart. You've done everything that you could possibly do. There are some of you out there still clinging to what used to be, holding on. And it's not even so much just revolving around relationships. It's just, well, I guess it all kind of stems to relationships because there's this anger, there's this resentment. It's, yeah, harboring these feelings, just holding on to them, like, because it's like you've learned, it's almost, I'm hearing the word mechanic, like becoming mechanic, robotic. You instinctually know how to respond to this chaos, that it's become so comfortable to you that it's like it, but really it's just you're still in this survival mode. And I can totally relate to that. Not that I'm still in that frame of mind, but I've definitely been there, and had to, and responded in fear with certain things. And I really had, um, and when fear kind of takes over, it kind of keeps us stuck. It doesn't kind of, it does. It keeps us stuck in playing this, like playing out the same scenario. Like it's always going to be this way. I can't get it to be any different. And honest to God, I feel like that's why my life has been on display here on YouTube for the last few years, however long I've done it, because I've literally been living through breaking free from the grips of my own paranoia, my own fears, my own insecurities. And there is freedom, but it costs. It costs. And that, I guess that's why they said to name this video, Your New Life is going to cost you your old one, because it's like I had to start doing things different. I've shared on here plenty about how I got sober. I was someone that drank every single day. I had my first drink at 12, probably earlier, but, sips of beer, out of cans and stuff like Budweiser. But, I took my real first drink where I intentionally walked to the liquor cabinet and took a shot to like feel better, to like numb this feeling, that I had inside me that was stirring up. And I drank every day that I could until I was 29 years old, and then I got sober, so I had to try to do things differently. I had tried many times before this last time to quit drinking and quit doing drugs, and nothing worked. And I really just felt like I was meant to die an alcoholic and a drug addict, and I really didn't give two flying fucks about it. And I was okay with that. Like literally, I was okay with that. Um, the divine intervened in my life in a big way, and I say a lot of times I got here sober by accident, because I did not enter sobriety this time around with the intention of. I mean, I've been sober for over 20 years. Like that fucking blows my mind. But there's no way in hell I'd still be sober had I not started doing things differently in my life. Had I not stopped like I had to release a lot of friendships back then. I couldn't. What I realized this time around was that this was the first time that I ever did release all my friends from there. I stopped going where I was getting fucked up all the time, and it was like amazing when I started doing different things started happening in my life. So that was my first experience with this like whole release your old life in order to get a new one. I had no idea what I was walking into. I was terrified. Um, and what has unfolded are so many things. Like I'm a mother, which is something else I never thought I would be, and I'm not just a mother of one. I have 3 children, two that live with me, and um, that I actually get the honor and privilege of being a mother too. Um, and I never thought I deserved that, because I did not get to raise my first son, and that is something that you know I missed out on that. And but I was young, and I thought I was doing what was best for both of us. And had I known now what I knew then, I might not have done the same things. But the thing is that living the way that I live now, I understand that whatever happened back then was meant to happen, because it brought me to this point. And yeah, so right now is a really wild time astrologically, and I'm sure that you've seen it and heard people talking about it. And um, I'm just here to encourage you to keep moving forward. Even if you feel all alone, I want you to remember that you're not. Because if you're listening to me, I'm feeling you. and we're connected. And um, if nothing else, if all else fails, I want you to remember that I am here, like rooting for everyone, even those of you that I don't speak to. And God, the universe, resides inside you. So when you can, like, just really grab a hold of what those words mean and just feel it inside you, it's like, yeah, you're going to have these sad times. You're going to feel lonely. I do. And then, that's my time where I like really dive into the self-love and do things that are good for myself, and make myself a priority on the list, and I get back to the roots and back to the basics. And the basics is, it's like, to my own self be true, and I'm here to serve. I'm nothing without God. I mean, my connection with God, like when I'm feeling my loneliest, that's exactly when I tap in and I just sit there, and I will just beg practically for him to shower me with his love, just help me feel his love around me. And it changes my whole day. Like it literally works. I'm like telling you my secrets here, and it's not really even about like doing anything extravagant. It's really about, at least for me, it's been about putting myself first, which is also something new, because as I've begun to put myself first, like I've seen many of my relationships change, and people have responded different. I've responded different, um, it can be hurtful too. And I want you to know, it's like, you're going to live, you're going to live through it. Like, make sure that when it hurts and when it hurts the most, I'm talking about your heartbreak from whatever you're letting go. That's when you hug your kids a little tighter. You take a bubble bath. You write it out in your journal just how fucking mad you are that the dream died. um, you get it out of your system, you release it, you let yourself cry. I'm trying not to cry now. And you know that there's no way you've been brought all this way just to be brought all this way. You thank God for the lessons and you keep walking into new ones. Um, yeah, I just heard continue to welcome your becoming. If you thought it was good or it couldn't get any better than what you thought you had, just wait. Just watch out. Because something grand, yeah, there's this grand plan. But you are the maker of it. You are the starter of it. Like, it's like, if you don't believe that it can happen, then it won't. If you look outside and all you see is the clouds, dark clouds, instead of like seeing the sun that's like trying to bust through, it's like, that's like two different views there. And you get to choose the view that you see. I hope that makes sense. Anyway. Yeah. Extraordinary. I just keep hearing that word, extraordinary. But it takes effort. You don't become extraordinary. You don't get an extraordinary life just from half-ass measures. It's like, why wouldn't it cost you everything, Why wouldn't it cost you your past? Nothing about my past. It's like that was so mundane. I was doing the same thing over and over and over again with so many things and so many relationships. And everything changed for me when I started saying, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. And yes, like, has that meant losing family, losing friends, losing relationships, love relationships? Yes. But how real was it if what the other person was asking of me was to sacrifice who I was to begin with? Like, and when I look at it like that, it's like, damn, I can only be a sucker for so long. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that those people didn't love or care about me, because I'm sure that they did and they do in their own capacity. But I know that I'm worth more than what I've been settling for in my life, and or what I have settled for in my life. And if I feel that I deserve more and that I'm worth more, then I have to show up as that person instead of continuing to show up as a person who thinks that everybody else's needs are more important than my own. Like, what is that speaking? That's speaking everybody else's needs are more important than my own. So hopefully this gives you something to contemplate and just gives you an opportunity to reevaluate the way that you may be showing up in your life and to reevaluate your own priorities. I know for me, my main priority is to show my children a different way, just a different way than what I was shown as a kid. And in order to do that, I feel like I need to be what I'm saying. I can't just talk about it. I need to be about it. And whatever that takes for me to be the best version of me, to show my children that it's possible to respect yourself and live and have a relationship, honest relationships. Because my kids and I, we're tight. We talk, we share everything together. And it's probably my greatest accomplishment is the way that I've raised my kids. And to be free thinkers and to have the confidence that they do and the open-mindedness that they do and the curiosity that they do. Our kids are our future and they're watching us. That's what kids do. Oh my God. And you know what else I want to tell you guys is the other day I was working and I was waiting on this table and there was this just adorable kid. He was probably about 3 or 4. And, he looked like he was hell on wheels, boy. Okay. And, he was just mischievous. And I love him like that. That's how my son was. He couldn't stand, God knew what he was doing when he put me with my kids, not everybody would have the patience and to deal with them, but, or to raise kids like this. But, I say, like, if you have kids like that, like those are they're going places. Let them be wild, and just, anyway, this kid looked at me and I swear this kid like activated something in my heart because I could feel my heart just like warming up. It made me start crying. I started crying at this table. Like, I was like, I'm so sorry. The kid like just looked at me and he was just blinking his eyes and he had these big blue eyes and they were hazel actually. And he was just, he just melted me. So yeah, go have you some fun today. I know, there's still a lot of healing going on, but just know that you are healing your way to a life beyond your wildest dreams, baby. And if you believe it, you can achieve it. Don't fucking doubt yourself. So that's it. I love you. It's 18:15 on the clock. Have an amazing day. Bye.